How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the block. Today we are going to try something a little bit new. Today we are going to be doing a horror movie villain tier list, and we are ranking what my chances are of survival in a first encounter with these individuals. Whether I live, whether I die, you know. So let's jump over and take a look at the categories we got. So first off, we're going to just go through the categories, and then we'll go through our contestants here. Alright, here we got no chance. That seems pretty self-explanatory. There is nothing I can do to survive this encounter with this creature. This is going to be a one-time encounter, like I said, and first-time encounter with all of these horror movie villains down here. And then going down swinging means I put up a fight, but they got me. Hospital means I survived, but I ended up in the... As a matter of fact... Let's go ahead and move you up. This is a 50-50. Either there's a pretty good chance we kill each other, about a 50% chance I defeat them, 50% chance they defeat me, or we kill each other. Hospital means I definitely survive, but I'm going to end up in the hospital. And dominate, I dominate. Some of these I am going to dominate for sure. I am not like that bitch Sneeko. I have firearms, and I know the difference between a clip and a mag. So, yeah. So, here we are. And then, up first, we got Count Orlok. We got Art the Clown from Terrifier series. The Thing. I couldn't find a good picture of it that would fit the format here. So, we just used the movie poster. But, Pamela Voorhees. You know where that's going. The Invisible Man. We have the Entity from It Follows. We have the Mutant Bear from Annihilation, the Babadook. Death Angels from A Quiet Place. Freddy Krueger. We got a Predator from Predator, the first one, a Jungle Predator. We got a T-800 in full skin. We got Deadites, not this specific Deadite. We're gonna take this one as if I have read the book and if I make it out. In these scenarios, if these things need to be summoned or something, like Pinhead, we're going to just go ahead and assume that my curiosity bone got the best of me and I done fucked around with the puzzle box and unleashed him. We got Pazuzu from The Exorcist. We got Gabriel from Malignant. We got Stripe from Gremlins. And we're going to go ahead and say this is Ghostface, Billy, and Stu. We're going to have the tag team from the OG. Hannibal Lecter. Bioraptors from Pitch Black. Jason Voorhees. And this is OG Jason Voorhees, not from the reboot. I feel like this Jason and the reboot Jason have different outcomes. We've got the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. We'll say first two movies. Krampus from Krampus. Leatherface. Jean Jacket from Nope. Jigsaw. Chucky. Norman Bates. Pennywise. Everyone knows Pennywise. No explanation needed. Michael Myers from Halloween. Pumpkinhead. The Smile Entity from the Smile movies. Red from Us. And a Xenomorph. Alright? So, this will be an Alien 1 Xenomorph. So, and this is in no particular order. I just uploaded them as they were randomized. So first we're going to start off with Count Orlok. All right, so I've got a plan for old Count Orlok over here. Okay, I actually think we're gonna put this in I dominate, and here's why. Look, he's strong, he's fast, he's got the vampire tricks, he can turn into mist, he can mess with you in your dreams. All intents and purposes, he should be a viable threat. And here's why he's not. Because the dude is a fucking simp gooner, alright? He straight up just killed himself to try to get some tang. You know what I'm saying? Like,
astronaut tang. Astronauts get all the tang they want. All right. This dude just, and he didn't even achieve it. He just died. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a fake internet account, put Johnny Depp's daughter on there. I'm gonna shoot him a little DM because we're doing all this in the modern day. I'm gonna shoot him a DM. He's gonna come. I'm gonna set up a meeting place right before sunrise. I'm gonna get me a blow up doll and put a wig on it, and set it up in a corner. And as soon as that sun comes up, I'm just gonna rip all the shades and the blackout curtains down, and he's going down. All right, this dude is easily manipulated by the pussy. All right, so yeah, I dominate that. He's done. First encounter with Art the Clown. Art the Clown's a rough one. He's sadistic. He's not necessarily extremely strong. We're going from first movie here. But he is maniacal. Everything is a weapon to him. But he does play dirty. And I'm actually going to put Art the Clown at 50-50. Think hand-to-hand I can beat him. If I can get to my firearms, I can take him down. And I'm not going to be like everyone else. I'm not going to see this dude walk in and just be like, oh, look at this clown. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Dude, as soon as this dude walks in, we come into blows. I'm going to put it at 50-50 because while I do think there's a good chance of me getting a hold of him and causing some real damage, Art plays dirty, dude. He'll, like, if you get the best of him and you haven't, like, incapacitated him yet, he'll pull a gun. Like, he don't care. He ain't about this, I just use a machete shit. Alright. So I'm going to put that at 50-50. That's going to, and this encounter is going to haunt me for the rest of my life. For sure. The Thing. And this just isn't me versus The Thing. That's not a, this is me and a group of people. And this is kind of like the setup of the movie. Is me and a group of people together, and one of them is The Thing. I feel this is like Among Us, the game. I feel like The Thing's not even going to kill me. I just think people are going to think I'm sus. And that's going to end up getting me killed because I have been known to be a bit of a dickhole. And people don't generally like my personality. And in a situation like this, you know, I'm going to be pointing fingers. I'm going to be bossy. I'm going to be an asshole. And I think that's going to get me got. So I'm going to say no chance of me coming out of... I'm not even going to make it in the top 5 if there's 10 of us. I think I'm going to get outcasted and killed. I'm going to be exiled from the group, isolated, and I'm going to get got. Or someone's just going to shoot me because they suspect it's me. Pamela Voorhees, I don't think I need to say much about this. I dominate. I would beat the wig off this bitch. I don't even need my guns. Okay, I hate the first Friday the 13th movie. I think it's the dumbest shit ever. This bitch is taking down like teenage, muscular, athletic, like chads, alright? I don't buy it. She ain't got no shot. She's gonna come at me like this, with this stance, and I'm gonna fuck her up. Alright? No shot. Invisible Man. Chances are I'm going to go 50-50 on Invisible Man. And I'll tell you why. So, I'm not necessarily his target. I'm not his ex or whatever. I don't really have any personal beef, so we're assuming he's actually after ruining someone else's life. And so, if he comes at me and just decides to just off me for the sake of offing me, there's not much I can do. I don't know he's there. He's invisible. Whatever. But if he fucks around with me, I think I got it. Like, if you're going to play with your food with me, because at the end of the day, this dude is a human in an invisible suit. Okay, so if you're gonna fuck around and play with food, I got you. So I'm gonna put it at 50-50, depending on the situation and whether he's gonna try to play with his food with me, because I'll mess you up. All right, I don't play. I don't have a very good flight response. Most of The intense situations I've been in my life have been very much fight over flight. But there is a very good chance that he just sneaks up on me and kills me. That's true. But from what I saw in the movie, he likes to play with his food a little bit, and that could be the dude's downfall. The follow entity. Currently, in my current life, I'd be dead, but I can't even catch this because I only sleep with my wife currently. So we're gonna take this back to where I was single, and honestly, I wouldn't even know I caught it. We're talking first encounter. If I caught this from a chick, and what it is, if you haven't seen the movie, it is a sexually transmitted curse that follows you slowly and kills you after you've got it from someone, and the only way to get rid of it is to have sex with someone else and pass it on to them. Dude, with dating apps and hookup apps and everything like that, when I was single, I wouldn't have even knew I caught this. Like, it would have been, I would have slept with a chick, and the next day it would have been past. Like, I wouldn't have even known I was in danger. So yeah, I dominate under all those circumstances because it's, dude, if you just want to hook up, it's a really easy thing to do in today's world. Annihilation, the mutated bear. I think I can kill it. I really do. It was taken down with, standard ammunition. This bear though, what's unique about it is when it roars or whatever it is bears do, it's the screams of people it's killed. I think I might get roughed up a little bit. I think I'll end up in the hospital, but I think I can kill this. It drops to normal weapons, like normal firearms. So I think I can kill it. I'm a pretty decent marksman, and I do have quite a bit of ammo. And like I said, I know the difference between a clip and a mag. So Sneeko wouldn't make it. But I think I'll get some injuries. I'll get some bite marks, some claw marks. But I think this dude will go down. Babadook. Now I could be wrong, but I think I dominate. I don't even know what this bitch is. This little has-been hotel reject looking motherfucker. I've watched the movie recently, and all the bitch had to do was say, "Get out," and then it ran and hid in the basement, and they started feeding it worms. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, bro, fuck off, and he's gonna fuck off. I got nothing for you there, man. I did not find this villain scary, intimidating, dangerous, unless you're a small child and your mom's a nutcase. So, yeah, dominate that one. Death Angels. Look, I would see it. These things are significantly bigger than me. That's the only time my flight response really kicks in. If things are like, I don't even fuck with horses, really. But if a horse was like coming for me, I think I could kill a horse with what I carry on me. These are a bit tougher, and you know what? No shot. I'm loud. I speak. I cough. I fucking burp. I can't keep my mouth shut for more than fucking 10 minutes. This thing's gonna get me, and there's not much I can do. Me being quiet, you got a better chance of telling water not to be wet, dude. Like, so yeah, actually, Death Angels from A Quiet Place, I got no shot. No shot. Freddy Krueger, again, no shot. I have to sleep. That's just it. When you go to sleep, he gets you. Almost every time that they've defeated Freddy, it's been shown that he was just fucking around. He was just playing with you. Got plenty of things you can mess with my head, especially now since I got a daughter. I'm extremely terrified of sharks. I mean, he can just throw me in a dream where he drops me in the middle of oceans with fake fins floating around, and I'll probably die of a heart attack. So, yeah, Freddy Krueger is like the apex. Actually, he's going to go up here. Like, yeah. I have less chance of surviving his encounter than both of these dudes. A predator. I go down swinging. I don't think I have the marksmanship, the firepower, the physical strength, or the know-how in trap making and a high level of access mud around me to even come up with a strategy to defeat this thing. When you compare me to the men in the first Predator movie, only one of those dudes survived. Okay? I might as well be a woman compared to those dudes. Alright? So yeah, I'm going to try to fight back, but it's not looking good. You know, I might be able to draw some blood with some firearms or a knife, but at the end of the day, he's getting me, for sure. Even if... Yeah, nope. No shot. T800, no shot. Alright, so this is how this plays out. Dude walks up in a threatening manner. I swing on him, break my hand, and he punches me in the chest and rips my heart out. That's how that fight goes. Right there. Alright, another man. I fear no other men. Alright. So... yeah, if this dude comes at me, I'm going to try to fight him like he's a man. And by the time I realize he's not, it's going to be too late. And I don't even think if I realized what it was that I have the means to do anything about it. My 45 and my 9mm ain't going to stop this thing. At all. So, this isn't even a going down swinging. I'm not going to be able to cause any significant damage to this. A Predator, I might be able to damage or harm in some way. This, nah, I'm not. It's a giant hunk of murder metal. Deadites. And like I said, we're assuming that I have fucked around with my curious bone and unleashed these dudes already. I've read from the book. I was a little curious Cassie, and now I'm dealing with the consequences. And I don't know how Ash Williams did it, alright? Ash Williams, for all his stupidity and all his quirkiness and silliness and campiness, bro, I'm not chopping my own arm off and then strapping a chainsaw to the fresh wound. That's well beyond what I, as a human, can do. I'll try to fight back. I might even be able to injure a couple of them. But these things follow you for life once you've read from the book, until they get you. And usually it's not just one of them. And they usually possess someone close to you, if not you. So, I got no shot against Deadites. Like, if I read from the book, it's game over for me. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how Ash Williams does it. I don't know how he survived. I don't know how he's still alive. That fucking lucky, dumb oaf. He's the luckiest, unlucky guy I know. Pinhead. Again, no shot. I fucked around with the puzzle. Whips, chains, magic. There's nothing I can do here. There's not a level of pleasure I get out of any of the shit they're talking about. I don't like to be cut. Okay? I don't like to be stabbed. I don't like hooks going... Like, tattoos is about as far as I go. Piercings hurt more than fucking tattoos, and I don't care who you are. Tattoos just hurt longer. But, yeah, I can't stop Pinhead. Most likely I'd try to swing on him, he'd call out some hooks, and then string me up like a fucking meat puppet and skin me. Game over. No chance. Pazuzu. We have to put this under the context that Pazuzu has possessed me. And this is the demon from The Exorcist that possesses Reagan. I don't know anyone that cares enough about me to take a demon into their body and self-terminate themselves in order to save me. If it's early on, I might be able to say 50-50. I might be able to hold it off long enough, but we're both dying. Like, if I know it's a demon and I can get a hold of it just for long enough. Because Reagan was a kid. Father... Oh, I was just rewatched that recently. Yeah, the priest that takes it into his body, he was able to fight it off and control it long enough to unalive himself. And if it was my family in danger and this thing is trying to possess me, I feel like I could probably do the same thing. 50-50, and we're both going out. Gabriel. Okay, so Gabriel does something that the Terminator has also done. The ultimate mark of a force to be reckoned with in the horror franchise is a physical entity where the characters go do what any rational, normal person would do. Go to a fucking police station and try to get some help. And then this strolls up in there and just completely decimates the entire police station. Gabriel from Malignant, I don't have any chance. A whole police station is firing at this dude and nothing's hitting. He's dodging everything. He's flying through the sky, slashing people's throats. Absolutely insane. I got no shot against Gabriel. I'm not even sure I can hit him with a bullet. Physically, he's going to have me chopped up before I can land a hit. So, yeah, we got a lot of no chances on here. It's kind of crazy. Stripe. Stripe is a scrappy mofo. I'm actually going to put that in, I'm going to put that in the hospital. I think I'll get the best of Stripe. He is smaller. He's not as strong as me. I do have some artillery, but he is a small target, and he's pretty damn crafty if you've seen the movies. He's pretty smart. So I'm probably going to sustain some injuries that are going to require some hospitalization. But, so yeah, I will end up in the hospital. I wouldn't say critical care or anything. But, I think I survive. I end up in the hospital. Alright. So, Billy Loomis and Stu Macher, Ghostface. I dominate these guys. Especially Stu. Alright. I don't, like I said, fight or flight. A lot of the people in the first Scream movie, if they had stood their ground and fought, they would have survived. Alright, the difference between Predator and Prey in these movies is that Prey runs and Predator chases. Okay? Every time someone turns around and decides to fight the fuck back in this movie, they get the better of Ghostface. Alright, Stu is just a little... I like him. Don't get me wrong. Stu is like my second favorite character in the Scream franchise behind Mickey. But he's a bitch boy. He's a mama's boy. He's a rich, spoiled bitch boy. And Billy is just a brat with an overflated ego who has mommy issues. I'm taking both of these dudes out, and they got no shot. They like to play with their food, and that's not something you're gonna get away with me, without some sort of supernatural higher power. Hannibal. Hannibal has decided I look tasty. Which I agree. I am a sexy piece of meat. He's too smart. I want to say 50-50 or go down swinging, but he's too smart. Like, physically, I can beat Hannibal. I think Hannibal's going to know that I got weapons. I think Hannibal's going to have to go in no shot. He's too smart. He's going to have it planned. He's going to have it figured out by the time he gets to me. And I'm probably going to pull a weapon, try to fire at him, and it's not even going to be loaded. He's going to have already figured this out. He's going to already have been in my home, and he's going to have unloaded all my weapons and given himself all the advantages. And he is trained in some combat, too. So, yeah, physically I think I can take him, but you know what? We'll say I go down swinging. He will get me, but physically, if it comes to blows, I'm going to put up a fight. but I don't think I have any shot of actually beating him. If he's decided that I'm his next victim, there's nothing. At the end of the day, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. He's just too fucking smart, and he's got contingency after contingency after contingency. So, yeah, go down swinging. This, we're going to make it a singular Bioraptor. Otherwise, it is no shot. If there's... You know what? Actually, let's make this interesting. We'll say I am on the ship in pitch black that crashed on this planet, and I'm part of the crew. Alright. And with that being said, I'm going to put it at 50-50. Alright, do I think Riddick is going to go out of his way to save me out of everyone in the group? No. No, he's got the hot pilot he's worrying about. He's got Jack that he's worrying about. And himself. Riddick is that kind of guy. Like, most people he'll leave behind to save himself. He is not a hero. He is a villain. He's just the better of the villains. I do think I will be left behind, or I will be put in a situation where I'll need help, and I will be left behind. But I do think I will be able to keep up for most of the movie. I'm just not getting off that planet alive. A lot of shit goes down on that planet, and you can't be throwing people under the bus. The holy man, he's also got to worry about. Like, if I tried to throw any of these people under the bus in order to save my own skin, Riddick, yeah, I would end up left behind. So, I'm going to go 50-50. There is a chance I make it off, but for the most part, actually, yeah, going down swinging. I'm going to try my hardest. I think I can keep up with the group. I think I can keep up with Riddick. I can handle a firearm. But at the end of the day, I don't think I'm one to get off the planet on the ship. I think I will die there. Jason. Let's say hospital. Alright. He's slow. He's dumb. He's just a big dude. He does have super strength. But I think we'd have a tussle. I would be able to incapacitate him long enough to get away. And I would end up at a hospital because I would be injured from our encounter. Now, if you look at the reboot that they did in, I think, 2013, that Jason is way more aggressive, way faster, way more intelligent. I think it's closer to going down swinging there. But I think I can beat Jason. The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. If a whole police station of armed police officers can't stop him, I can't stop him. Alright, this dude flies. He's eternal. He super strength. Extremely fast. Regeneration. Yeah. And he's gonna want some part of my body. I imagine it's my calves because I got glorious calves. But, yeah. I can't even say going down swinging here. I'm going to think I'm swinging, but I don't think there's any real damage I can do to the Creeper to stop him. Or to make him think, oh, man, I probably shouldn't have fucked with you. No. Creeper did the same thing that the T-800 did in the first movie, and the same thing that Gabriel did. He went into a police station and fucked up the entire police station and got what he wanted. I don't think I'm even surviving. Yeah. I can't think of a good way to survive the Creeper if he wants me. So yeah, the Creeper and Freddy right now I think are the biggest shot. We'll go ahead and take Pinhead up here. Deadites up here. T-800 is going to catch me off guard. I'm going to think that's just a dude being a dick. Yeah, I think that's a good order. Next we have Krampus. There's too much magic for me to deal with. This is a ageless entity with endless power. There's no shot. Even the people in the film thought they won, or at least some of them thought they won, and they ended up in a snow globe playing pretend Christmas for the rest of eternity on Krampus's shelf. There's just too much mojo here. Magical mojo. I guess, well, I don't think they're even actually alive. They're just kind of like in a limbo there. So yeah. No on Krampus. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I dominate. This is just a mentally... Wow. Let's not say that word. This is a mentally disabled individual with a chainsaw who likes to eat people. An inbred hillbilly with a chainsaw versus my collection of firearms. No go. No go at all. I pump this dude full of lead and I carry on along my way. And this takes place in Texas too. So yeah, I'm definitely carrying. So yeah, no shot. Jean jacket from Nope. I gotta be real with you guys. It's not that I dominate. There's nothing I personally can do to jean jacket. Actually, is there an option here to add a row below? There we go. We're going to add a new one for jean jacket here. Called I Escape. There we go. I escape. That goes for jean jacket. Soon as I'm not going to be like the characters in the movie. All right. I'm not going to want to study this thing. I'm not going to want to take pictures of this thing. I am going to get my ass, pack my shit, and I'm gone. All right. I'm not going to be around for this thing hanging out in its hunting area. All right. I escape. And that's that. As a matter of fact, we'll put that down there with Jason too. I escape. I incapacitate him long enough to get the fuck out of there. All right. Jean jacket. I don't believe this is an alien. I think this is like some sort of biblical angel. The form that it's in here, I know you can't see it really well, but I really think it's some sort of angel. In the Bible, it says if you look upon angels, they smite you. And that's kind of the rules this thing follows. If you don't look directly at it, it kind of leaves you alone. But I don't want to live that kind of life, just staring at the fucking ground all the time. All right, I'll pack my shit up and sell it to the first buyer, and I'm out. Okay, and until someone buys my shit, I'm staying out of town somewhere. Family, friends, motel, whatever. I'm just leaving. That's how that's working. Jigsaw. Anyway, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. But I'm going to put it on 50-50 because it really depends on what trap this dude puts me in. Like, I got a lot of character flaws that he could, create a trap for that he seems that I am unfit for living for. So it really does come down to what the trap is for me. If you guys would like to see a tier list on jigsaw traps that I would survive or not survive or whatever, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, for Jigsaw, it really depends. It really depends on what trap he puts me in and, kind of what flaw he decides to make an example of. Chucky, I dominate. He's a fucking doll, alright? Fill that dude with lead, throw him in a fucking burn barrel, game over, he's done. Melt him into fucking ash. Don't get me wrong, love Chucky, think it's great, I think it's campy, I think it's funny, I think he's got some great kills behind it, but there's no shot I'm being taken out by a fucking plastic doll. No way. Charles Lee Ray. Should cut that. I'm probably not going to, though. Norman Bates. Mama's boy. Pansy ass mama's boy. No shot. No shot this guy has anything on me. He's not getting me. He's not bulletproof. He's not physically imposing. He's not athletic. He's not trained in any way. This is just a psychotic mama's boy who throws hissy fits and has severe mental issues and goes around dressed up as his mommy, killing people. He's got no shot against me at all. Okay, I would rip his arm off and beat him to death with it. Pennywise. First encounter. We're gonna pretend like bullying him is something I don't know works. And with that, no shot. No, actually, yeah, because I won't be able to cause any real damage to him. I was gonna say go down swinging, because if I saw a creepy clown coming at me, I'm gonna swing, but I don't think I can do any real damage to him. So yeah, he's gonna fuck me up. He's gonna get a good meal. He's gonna get 260 pounds of delicious meat. The only thing I'm gonna say about Michael Myers is if Busta Rhymes can take him out, so can I. It's that simple. I know more than Busta Rhymes knows. I carry more weapons than Busta Rhymes carries. I'm beating Michael Myers. I'm not losing to anyone that Busta Rhymes beat. Period. So, yeah, I dominate. Dominate. Pumpkinhead. You know what? I'll say go down swinging. It doesn't really matter if someone summoned him to come after me or I've summoned him to go after someone else. The fact is, if you fuck with this entity, he is the embodiment of he who seeks revenge better dig 2 graves. All right, you don't get out unscathed. If you fuck with this entity, everyone loses. Magical powers, psychic manipulation, and high durability, increased strength, and we're not even really sure how old this entity is and how long it's been doing what it does. So, do I think I can injure it, make it bleed? Yeah. Do I think I could kill it? No. It's getting me. So, going down swinging, I think that's fair. The Smile entity. I don't feel like I have to explain this one. We don't even know the origin. We don't know what exactly it is. We don't know if it's a demon, if it's a curse, what the fuck it actually is. We don't even know if half the stuff we actually see in the movies is real. It has like 100% kill rate outside of one man in the first movie. And I'm not even 100% sure after rewatching the movie that scene actually happened. So I'm assuming no one has actually survived this thing, because he could have just... This thing could have just put that in that character's head, that scene where she goes to meet with the man who survived it and passed it on to someone else. I'm not sure that even happened. That could have been just this thing fucking with her. So, yeah, you don't know what's real, you don't know what's up, you don't know what's down. Half the time you don't even know what you're doing with your own body when this thing has a clutch on you. And that's just something that is just unbeatable. I'm actually going to put it ahead of Freddy Krueger in the no chance slot. Red from Us. This is just Red, not Red in their family. While she is smart and coordinated and fast, she does go down like a human. And she is not bulletproof. And I ain't giving her a fucking shot. I dominate. Xenomorph. On a spaceship, I say no chance. We're going to say this is on Earth. Here in little old Arkansas, one of them got released or hatched or whatever. I'm going to say hospital, but I survive. I'm going to have some severe acid burns. Probably going to have some slashes. Maybe a stab wound. But I think I can kill one of these. These things have been taken down by bullets multiple times. I think... Yeah, I think that's a good shot. As a matter of fact, I'll even give it more credit. I'll say 50-50. There's a good chance I kill it. There's a good chance it stalks up and kills me, or we kill each other. I see a very real possibility where I pump this bitch full of lead while it's on top of me, and the acid bleeds out and fucking melts through my stomach, and I end up dead. So, yeah, there's a lot of scenarios that can play out with this one. I like that. So, let's see here. I feel like the no chance list is pretty solid. We're actually going to take you. And you. I think the thing I have the best chance of surviving, because like I said, I don't think the thing's going to kill me. I feel like the people are going to turn on me before the thing kills me. So I think that's a pretty good order. Gabriel's a physical entity. I can probably do something. I'd say that's a good. Smile entity, the worst. Freddy Krueger, I can't live without sleep. I've been up for like 3 days without sleep, any real sleep. And I had to go to the hospital and have them put me to sleep. Man, I can't be staying awake like that. That is a terrible feeling. And eventually everyone sleeps, and that's when he's going to get you. Yeah, no shot. He is a physical entity, which makes me feel like I have a better shot, but not really. I will put him behind Pinhead, because there's nothing physically you're going to do to Pinhead, at least me. I feel like that's a good scale from like the least amount of chance, which all of these, it starts with like 0 chance, 0.00000001, and then it just like kind of scales up there. But all of this is less than a 1% chance of me surviving. Going down swinging, Predator, Hannibal, he's too smart. I will say Hannibal, I have the best chance of beating Hannibal out of all these things. And I would order it like that. Actually, no. Yeah, I'd order it like that. Pumpkinhead, definitely not beating, but I will try to stand my ground. Might be able to injure its physical form. Yeah. These guys, 50-50. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to put a Xenomorph up here. Saul has to stay at the back because, again, this could be, if you gave me like a scenario of the trap, it could very easily be no chance all the way up to I escape or hospital. But without knowing what trap he's putting me in, I don't know. Pazuzu, yeah, I stand by this list. The invisibility factor there really puts into perspective, you can just sneak up and slit my throat. But some of his victims he likes to play around with, and if he does that, that's going to be his downfall, if he does that with me. I feel like both of these are going to injure me, but I will eventually kill them. And I will have to go to hospital. Jean Jacket, as soon as I see that bitch in the sky, I'm out. I'm packing up, moving. I won't see it again. So, yeah, I'm not like these people. These people are crazy, in my opinion. And, like I said, Jason, slow, lumbering, strong, tall. But he's been bested multiple times by tiny white female women. So I feel like, at the very least, I can incapacitate him long enough to escape. And I dominate. Top of this list has to be Pamela Voorhees, for sure. Followed by Leatherface. I'm not even a little bit... Actually, followed by Norman Bates. Not even a little bit scared that Leatherface is going to get me. That dude's going to be so full of lead while he's running at me with a chainsaw that it's not even going to... I wouldn't even notice that I had caught this curse, honestly, back when I was single. I may have caught the curse at some time and just passed it along. I don't know. What? Say Ghostface here, just because there are 2 of them. It gives them a better chance, especially if they were to team up. But for the most part, one of them is somewhere collecting an alibi while the other one is off doing a kill. And that's usually how they function outside of Casey Becker. Babadook. goes up here too. I'm put the Babadook there, because, like I said, I don't understand it, but it seemed pretty easy in the movie to just get rid of it. I'll put a little bit more respect on Michael's name and go ahead and throw him here. I've got no respect right here. I got no respect for Count Orlok at all. Like, I feel like this is a accurate representation of all the ones I dominate and how easy I dominate them. Pamela Voorhees has no shot. Norman has no shot. Fucking Leatherface Bubba has no shot. If I knew more, this currently, if my wife cheated on me and got it and gave it to me, yeah, I'd be dead. But that's kind of boring, and my wife wouldn't do that. So we got to put this in the scenario where I was single and sleeping around a lot, because that's kind of what this movie's about. Kind of the undertones of it. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good list. You've made it to the end of the video. What did you guys think? Is there any of them that you think you would survive better than me? Is there any of them you think you got a shot against that I thought I have no chance? You know, I am not the most skilled nor the most physically able person, but I consider myself a little bit above average in most of these categories. And unlike a lot of people, I don't really have the flight response to most things. Seeing Jean jacket up in the sky, that's a flight response for me. The Annihilation Bear, I would eventually have to fight. It's just faster than me. I know that much about bears that I would have to just turn and fight it. But most things that are significantly bigger than me is when it kicks on. Anything humanoid, I'm gonna try to fight back. And that's just kind of the way this list is formatted. I do own firearms. I know how to use my firearms. I'm usually carrying a firearm. And I am trained in some martial arts. I did some kickboxing, and, you know, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not like a black belt or anything, but I know what I'm doing. So, let me know down below. What did you guys think? Who's your favorite horror movie villain? Let me know down in the comments, and thanks for watching the video. If you want more, let me know down below. I would love to do a Saw Trap review video if you guys would be interested in that. 100 likes? I don't know. But anyhow, I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you next time right here on the block. Bye.